Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Anuja.
And I'm Hital, and today we're making Paneer Bhurji or bhujjia. Again, many different names, but a simply delicious recipe.
And it's very similar to Egg Bhurji or bhujjia, and very, very versatile and very easy and very forgiving. You can just about do whatever you want.
So we're going to show you a basic one right now. We have a pan heating with 1 tablespoon of oil right now, and it's already hot.
To this we're going to add half teaspoon cumin seeds or jeera, allow them to sizzle. And to this, once it starts sizzling, we're going to add half of a medium onion, chopped. Quarter teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon each of ginger and garlic minced.
And I'm going to mix this really well, and we'll cook this until the onions get a little translucent. You still want them to retain their shape. And that took just about a minute or so. The onions are translucent, but they're not brown yet. And now we're ready for our tomatoes. So we can use about 2 Roma tomatoes, or like a one good sized tomato, and green chilies to taste.
And we're going to cook it till the tomatoes get cooked. Now you don't want them mushy. That's the reason why we have not used a food processor for the tomatoes. You want them to have a little texture, and you want to see the redness of the tomatoes. So just till everything basically is cooked in there. That's about it. You don't want the oil to separate or anything like that.
Okay, our tomatoes look cooked. And again, this only took another about 2 or 3 minutes. And they've cooked down a little bit.
And to this we'll add some more dry spices. Half teaspoon cumin powder, half teaspoon red chili powder or to taste, half teaspoon Chaat Masala, half teaspoon Garam Masala.
And mix.
1 teaspoon coriander powder, salt to taste.
And we'll mix all those spices in well and cook it for about a minute or so.
And we're ready for the paneer. Who doesn't like paneer?
Not me, I love it.
So we have 14 ounces of packaged paneer, and we bought the store-bought one. Now you can use the one made at home, and that tastes awesome. Really, really good.
It also crumbles faster, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to, a step faster. You just take it and you just crumble it on your sabzi, and it's all done. But this one is a little harder. It's store-bought. So all we did was we put it in the food processor, pulsed it a few times, and voila, we've got little crumbles. So we're gonna now add this to our sabzi.
This resembles mozzarella cheese, doesn't it? You just think it is, and you think it's going to be a gooey mess, but it's not.
And it won't melt in there.
And we'll mix this really well to make sure all the paneer gets coated with the nice and flavorful masala.
Now one tip I can definitely give you is do not put this in the blender. Do not put the paneer in the blender. You will need a food processor. Otherwise, just crumble it with your hand. And what the blender will do is it will just make it a paste. And you don't want that. You want it to have some texture. You want it to look pretty and not like a big mush. So just keep that in mind. And even if you're food processing it, just a few pulses to break down the paneer.
Paneer doesn't need a whole lot of cooking or anything like that, but we just want it to heat all the way through. So we're going to cover this pan and just keep it on low, like a medium to low, and just for about 2 or 3 minutes let it all come, and reach a proper temperature.
Yes, I can't wait.
Can't wait. And it's done. Heat it all the way through. Give it one final mix. Perfect. And we'll switch off our stove.
How simple is that?
It's perfect when you don't have a lot of vegetables, right?
Yeah.
And it's a great source of protein. It's like egg bhurji. If you don't eat eggs, what a great alternative.
Exactly.
And you get your protein in.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Now we use it in a lot of different ways. Now this is a very basic Paneer Bhurji, like Hital mentioned. But let me give you a few other alternatives. I'm sure Hetal has a ton others, but here's a couple of options. One is you can put some methi leaves in the beginning, so just to give it a little different flavor. Then you can also add in matar or peas. And just cook them a little bit, and and then add it in.
Right.
But then you can also add in like sliced bell pepper or cubed bell pepper or sliced onions at the end, just to give it a little crunch, because paneer is soft and this dish is it doesn't have a whole lot of texture, so the onions just kind of give it like a surprise crunch.
Right.
And any other ways that you can think of?
Well, you can make a snack toast out of it, put it between two slices of bread, and a lot of people have those sandwich makers. You just put it in there, and it toasts all the edges, and the inside is nice and flavorful. It's like a nice surprise.
And I think one of the best ways I use it is in kathi kebab rolls. So for vegetarians, or even so even if I don't want to go through the whole rumali roti and all that, you just put it in a roll of chapati or tortilla or paratha, and just roll it up and give it to the kids. They just they'll munch it down.
And I haven't tried this, but just thought of it right now. Puff pastry sheets.
Oh, yeah.
If you put this as the filling for puff pastry and just bake it, I'm sure that would be fabulous. So really versatile. Many different uses for this. Again, basic recipe. Just go all out and experiment.
Yes.
Do what you need to.
And if you do something like absolutely innovative and you think we've never heard of it, just let us know. I'm sure we can find ways of using it.
Absolutely.
So enjoy your Paneer Bhurji, and join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.